Hey, welcome to Neurotic News, second episode. How are you, Rathi? You good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, I believe you. Let's go through the headlines.
Let's do it, yeah.
This is one from the Daily Telegraph, one of our favourites, I think, probably the favourite of the episode. Surf and turfed, Bondi Strongman arrested at his beaches set to reopen. Another great Daily Telegraph one, and it's about Kim Jung Un's demise, alleged sickness. Daily Telegraph's take was it one burger too many for chubby despot? It's fucking so good. Our take on the tracking app, but what about scum who have flip phones? It's our headline for that. And another headline we have this week, Patient Zero's big day out, from lab to wet markets, about the Wuhan Lab theory from US intelligence. And
that's about the guy that was working in the lab and then went and had dinner at the
wet markets. Yep. So that's the new theory from US intelligence. So we cover that, and we cover the headline was more like an ad. Cruise ship bookings 2021. Cruise ship bookings available. We cover that whole thing. So let's get into it, I guess. Surf and turfed. Bondi Strongman arrested as beaches set to reopen. This may be my favourite piece of news of this episode, I think.
Is an aging bodybuilder who was tackled by police in a bizarre arrest where it was one of those arrests where they kneed into the back of the head kind of thing.
Yeah, show the article. It's totally worth it.
That's the guy.
Yeah.
That's surf and turfed.
There's the Daily Telegraph, by the way, of course.
But yeah,
it could only be the Daily Telegraph. It's not the Guardian, is it?
No,
that's him.
They have fun with it.
Yeah.
And that's him being tackled.
And turfed.
The cops are on top of him.
Yeah, they're kneeing him in the back.
So his crime is he just works out aggressively outside.
Too much. Yeah. I guess that is the beginning of a police state, isn't it?
Yeah.
When your local strongman out of the gym equipment near the beach. Well, get on the ground. Get on the ground.
I also love when someone's nickname is associated with their suburb. You know, like the Bondi Strongman.
Oh, right. Yep.
The Stafford Strangler. You know, like they just do crime.
Yeah, he's known in his local. Yeah, that area is where he does all this stuff.
Yeah, he's what do they say that he's Bondi Strongman Dmitry Moskovich.
Sounds like a strongman name, doesn't it, Dmitry?
Yeah, he sounds like one of those Ukrainian children that they pump with steroids. You know, those like bodybuilder.
The ones that the Soviets forced to gunpoint to work out so they could parade them in front of like Western diplomats and be like, look how strong the Soviet. And they're like, it's Dmitry. Fucking, what's his name? Dmitry
Moskovich.
So
Moscow's in his last name as well.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It's funny, the idea of someone working out and getting arrested. I kind of like it. Because, you know, I'm sick of seeing all these fit people running around and shit. I like the idea of the police like, get on the fucking ground now. We're just doing a high intensity workout. Get in the fucking like knee in the back. We were just going to have a kale shake. Get in the fucking truck.
Poke bowls are illegal.
Meanwhile, there's fat pigs at home watching Netflix, just ordering Uber Eats, and they're being applauded in this upside down world.
They're virtue signalers. The morbidly obese guy with diabetes, who can't leave the house. Anyway,
they were already doing that. They do it, just living their lives normally, morbidly obese, depressed, lying in bed eating snacks, tubs of Ben and Jerry's and fucking twisties, and people are just like, they're heroes. And then old mate going taking his dumbbells down to the beach, ends up with a knee in his back and a prison, little bit of put him in the lockup, put him in the lockup overnight, so
We're
he
in the
can think about
lockup
what
during
he's
the
done.
lockdown. Yeah. And it's crazy that he would have been forced as a child to work out in the Ukraine at gunpoint. Now there's a gun saying, fucking drop the dumbbells and get
Enough.
in the van. Enough.
Enough's enough.
It's all the Pokeball cunts that are the evil pricks in this.
Yeah.
Like all the people, like, I'm just jogging and through like a crowd.
I saw one article that said how you can get the virus from joggers, and how it had like animation graphics of how like they cough and they run and it like leaves like a wind trail, and you're like, you know, smoking a cigarette and recovering from drinking half a bottle of whiskey on a park bench, eating cold pizza, and it might waft into you, you know.
Your immune compromised lungs.
Yeah, you've been snorting Dexies, and you're trying to relax on the park bench, disheveled, and you're the hero. You're the one, and the joggers are running around spreading the virus by creating more air and going to more distances and areas. You know what I mean? The joggers are the bad guys. The beach goers, the guys tanning their ripped bodies, they're the bad guys. Get in the truck.
And in a way they're running away from the virus too, because they're improving their immune system as they run.
That's why they're running.
Yeah. And McDonald's has got in trouble too, because they separated their M's, like the golden arches.
Yeah.
They separated the M as like a symbol of support for social distancing.
Fuck,
and
people
were just like, fuck you, McDonald's, you fucking, like, how dare you virtue signal as a global corporation. So they put the M's back. They just put them back.
Are you serious? What? It's such a funny time, because any other crisis before this, corporations and celebrities would be applauded for that kind of shit. But now it's sort of like, we know what you're doing, you fuckhead. Shut up. Don't you reckon?
It's a bit more real. I mean, I'm getting emails and I'm seeing things from KFC just going, yeah, we hear you. We see you at KFC. You know, this whole like, we see you.
I got one from my lawn mowing service that I once used to mow my lawn and do my yard once years ago. Sent me an email how COVID-19 affects lawn mowing. It was just like, it doesn't. And then it was just like, thanks for your...
so it said, this is how it affects lawn mowing. It doesn't. Anyway, carry on with your day.
Basically, yeah.
That's funny. Because I got one from KFC. It was like, we hear you. Like, we support the distancing. We're going to deliver it to you. We'll deliver the KFC and you don't have to see us. It'll just arrive like a bucket of chicken. But I thought it was interesting because it's like, yeah, we'll compromise your immune system while you're at home by giving you this chicken that destroys.
It's well documented that the fat that we use and reuse and reuse and reuse to cook this chicken, deep fried, causes cancer. So we'll just ship that to you while you try and avoid the pandemic.
Which makes you more susceptible to the pandemic.
Yeah. Thanks, KFC.
Yeah. You've compromised my immune system, so now a jogger's spit gets in me, I'm fucked.
Yeah. A jogger's spit gets in me. Fucking hell.
The spit's flying around. It's outrageous.
There's all these graphs getting around and graphics and articles about how spit travels, coughs travel and shit. Anyway.
Yeah, so many graphs. There's all these people who are coming out of the woodworks pretending they used to go to parties and stuff. You know, they're like, yeah, I just want to go back to a party like that I used to go. I used to love parties, like, and it's like, you never went to a party ever.
Yeah, the head of a right-wing think tank is going, oh, we used to love going to theaters and bars and socializing with all my friends and having a good time, but now I can't. No, you didn't.
You can't go to Jared Henderson can't go to a bar without being reviled.
Yeah, you're not welcome in bars. You don't have friends that you're hanging out with. You read Mein Kampf in your fucking basement.
But they're reminiscing about some pub lunch they had 4 years ago. Like, oh, I
Yeah.
remember you could have your pub lunch and you could be face to face with your best friend and there'd be saliva coming into each other's mouth. Like, and a lot of them, like a lot of these IPA people, like Indian Pale Ale enthusiasts, they want to like, they're like in their 70s as well. Like they're old white guys that want to reopen the economy,
Yeah.
which I find interesting as well. Because are they suicidal bug chasers or
Right-wing people just hate the idea of anything they can't quantify. So the idea that there's something out there that's in the air, apparently, that kills you. Does it? That's really what it is. They don't like the left are way more into fanciful, metaphysical concepts like compassion and love. And, I'm not saying that that's you know what I mean, though. Like there's sort of metaphysical concepts that I think the right hate that in that
about
mindset of
protecting
borders and
vulnerable people?
yeah, the kind of people that they say on the right are more into borders and on the left are more into openness. And we try and find a balance between the two. So the idea of a right wing is fucking, there's something out there in the air. You can't see it. It's all bullshit. Open it all up.
It's in another area anyway to where I am and all the cafes that I go to. It's in a different one, so I need to have breakfast with a bunch of people. And the other thing is, it's weird. Like you'd think, because the left wing's saying like stay inside, like do not leave, like you've got to stay. They're very emphasizing that, and the right wing, like that traditionally seems like a right wing thing of like stay inside with fucking police state kind of thing.
Yeah, true.
Whereas the right wing sounds like your left wing hippie dad, like going, yeah, go to a party. We want a party. We're trying to have a street party. And they're just trying to shut it down.
Yeah, so it's so true. I love that. It's so fucking true. Now the right seems like come on, remember how fun life is? It's like,
Yeah.
whoa, the libertarian think tank and the conservative liberal party and all the far right people. I heard a guy on Fox News go, hey, look, I'm 70. Okay. I'm willing to die for the economy. Like he was kind of this attitude of like, yeah, look, there's a risk I might get it. I could die, but I'm not willing to die for prosperity.
It's like being a suicide bomber for the economy. Except you explode yourself.
Yeah. Sacrificing yourself for capitalism. And yeah, they're all like acting like their lives. I do love that idea of right-wing people kind of going,
Let's go outside.
How fun was life?
Yeah.
Remember how good it was? We were enjoying ourselves. It's like, no, you weren't.
It's funny to reminisce about a lie of you enjoying society, like being out.
Beautiful.
When you were cooped up in cabin fever. But they're cooped up in their Sky Cube, their oligarch Sky Cube, writing articles about opening up the economy, which is what they were doing before anyway. Cooped up like vampires.
Yeah, true. True.
But the funny thing is, like the Australian Financial Review only reports on things through rich people's eyes. Like I remember when the bushfires happened, they were like, bushfires. Looks like they might affect Noosa. Like that was the front.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, fuck, it's real, guys.
Yeah.
It's the
your bungalow that was illegally built in the national park could be at risk. Kim Jung Un is apparently gravely ill. And the headline that Daily Telegraph has gone with is, was it one burger too many for chubby despot?
Yeah.
Was it one burger too many for chubby despot?
there's a lot there, you know, like,
I just love it. Burger. I just love the use of burger.
oh,
Because it just is a dig at the fact that he was probably eating Western food.
yeah,
That's what I think. That's an intentional. He was just eating burgers, getting fat, and now he's going to die.
it's a great choice of cuisine. And also, what I love is, was it one burger too many? Like there was one burger that tipped it over.
Yeah.
Like there's a critical threshold. Once you have too many burgers, you
Yeah.
flip over.
Yeah.
You-
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And then you require immediate heart surgery.
Was that the one? Were you reading? Do you have the first paragraph of that? Isn't the opening couple of sentences really good, or was that surf and turf I'm thinking of?
No, this one's good too. It's hamburger loving, cigarette smoking despot Kim Jung Un may be gravely ill after heart surgery needed because of his obesity.
That is good. You were right to read that.
That'll be different to the North Korean headline, I think, that they do.
Never could there be more opposite takes than the Daily Telegraph and the official state newspaper of North Korea on this one. Chubby,
Yeah,
what was it? One burger too many for chubby despot versus
yeah,
your God King leader is bravely fighting and winning against the American planted disease or something, you know, because he's like a god over in that country, like according to their state mythology.
yeah. They're not gonna have a go at him in the headline. Like they're not gonna roast him. Like this is a roast.
Imagine if they saw the Daily Telegraph headline that existed in the world.
Oh, well, yeah, they would be so upset. But they said here
So
that
good.
it's great. They said that he's thought to have a poor diet and once planned to open an American hamburger chain restaurant as a show of goodwill. His father claimed to have invented the hamburger.
Okay.
So, yeah, which is a huge.
It's a huge
claim.
call for an Asian country.
It's like if Ronald McDonald said he invented kimchi.
Yeah,
You know?
it's exactly what it is. Yeah.
Like he's like, I invented kimchi fried rice. Deal with it. I'm Ronald McDonald.
Oh fuck. That
I mean,
is. What's that?
there'd be outrage.
I think there'd be outrage if tomorrow McDonald's released a statement saying Ronald McDonald invented kimchi.
Yeah. But this is exactly the same thing.
This is exactly the same thing.
Um,
What does
but,
happen if Kim Jong Un dies?
I don't know. I don't know who the next person is.
Is there a person in line, or what happens? Who knows? He might die, and they might open up. There might be a general going, "Thank God."
I wish I could go to the Daily Telegraph for news about what's going to happen. Like, I mean, they're focusing more on the burger part of it.
Yeah.
They're like, he's eating burgers and it's fucking funny as shit.
He loves burgers. His dad loved burgers, reckons he invented it. He was going to open a burger. It's all burger. It's not what are the geopolitical ramifications if North Korea, who has nuclear weapons, loses its leader. They're like, yeah, but it's interesting. The burger point, like the journalist has gone through probably the most significant geopolitical change potentially happening if he dies.
Yeah.
And went, oh, he loved burgers, eh? Make burgers the headline.
So you
Make the headline a bit about the burger angle. I don't think it's really the burgers. They just
so you go to journalism school, study for 6, get a job, and then focus on the burgers instead of. It's insane.
Oh, it's so good, man. Fuck, that's so good. Wuhan Lab, the headline I read this week that I think is interesting and worth discussion. Wuhan, allegedly, American intelligence believes the coronavirus started in a Wuhan lab and then was accidentally contracted by a lab worker and leaked into the general populace. So the story goes, a worker at the Wuhan virology laboratory, which exists, was working on studying SARS, whatever, in bats, I think. And it goes that he got infected, or she got infected, and then went to the wet markets in Wuhan and then spread it by accident. That's what American intelligence believes.
What a big day. Like, to be at a virus like lab, and then so you've been working all day on new viruses and how to create them, and then after that you're like, fuck, I'm famished from all this virus handling. Makes me hungry watching viruses.
Let's go get a live eel or whatever,
Yeah. So now that I've been working with a virus,
I'd kill for a fucking the paw of a bear or the scales of a fucking aardvark or whatever it is. Oh man,
Yeah.
I'd love to get some scorpion tail. You know what I'm saying?
It's funny to be like, see this virus that came from a bat or whatever. I'm studying it under a microscope, and I got peckish, and I would like to eat the bat that made it. Just see what it tastes like.
The reason that theory falls down for me, I believe the laboratory thing is believable, and it comes from American intelligence. This isn't a conspiracy theory, of which we could go into numerous about the coronavirus. This is actually based on intelligence, right? But what gets me is the point you're making there. Why would someone be working on a virus that has come from wet markets? SARS, COVID viruses come from wet markets. That's where they all start. You're working on it. You're studying it. You're working on this new version of it, whatever. Then you go, fuck yeah, wet markets aren't bad. All this working on a bat, and I might go to the wet markets tonight. It's almost like he was leaving the office and he's like, yeah, I think it's the wildlife trade at the wet markets that probably causes these viruses based on my work. Yeah. Sure are good though, aren't they? Yeah. You want to go to the wet markets?
Yeah. Was it an after work drinks thing? Like it's Friday, let's knock off and go eat some lizards and stuff that are sick. Like let's go eat a snake with blue.
Yeah.
I'm famished.
That is such a weird. It's so strange to go from creating the problem to where the problem traditionally comes from. It's like a terrorist doing a terrorist attack in America pre 9/11, and then coincidentally catching the plane into the building.
Yeah,
or whatever. You know what I mean?
It's like watching Pan's Labyrinth 2 and then going, let's look at let's look at the number one.
Yeah. Let's go to the original.
Yeah, it's like Star Wars. You know, they came out reverse. Like it's,
yeah. Like create the virus, then go to where it traditionally comes from.
Yeah.
Let's go to the prequel.
It's a strange coincidence.
It is very strange. I heard another one that it's possible that bats that they were working on or something somehow got sold. I mean, it's a fucking conspiracy theorist wet dream, isn't it? It came from a laboratory, you know?
It sounds like a movie.
It does, eh?
When I first read that, I thought it was fake news because it sounds so sensational.
Yeah.
It sounds fake. But like, how do you unlock a coronavirus in a bat anyway, is what I think. Also wonder, like, do you have to cook it at just the right temperature to unlock it? Like, is it like an activated almond? Or like, You know, when you're making like weed cookies, you've got to like burn the THC at a certain temperature.
Yeah, I doubt it's that. I have no
Yeah,
idea, but I don't think it's how you cook the bat.
yeah.
But
I've just been doing a lot of cooking.
yeah,
I'm
it's
thinking about.
yeah, yeah, it's just a
But
whole lab of people like frying bats and just different temperatures, and it's like when you don't
everyone,
cook chicken properly, right? You create a global pandemic.
salmonella.
Hmm.
That's why, yeah, I think the chickens should be fed antibiotics. But yeah, I think the other thing with the I read about the lab, the Wuhan lab, and one of the things they said was they were creating the virus to test how well they could handle it. It was like a test to see how good they would be at handling the virus by creating it.
What do you mean by handling? You mean could the human body take it, or do you mean
They were just like, imagine if we made a new virus and we'll just test how we would be able to respond to it. It was like
by
an
releasing it?
exercise, just by like creating it and just seeing how we can. It was like almost like they were doing a test to see how
Oh,
mentally.
right. Inside the lab, they're trying to create it so they could see if they could destroy it,
Yeah,
and
it's
then it
like
actually got out of hand.
it
That's
wasn't
fucking
nefarious. It was just to test how good they would be at responding to it.
yeah.
And I just do a Sudoku puzzle or something if you're worried about your mental agility. Like
Hmm.
if you're trying to keep your brain active, like you don't need to create a virus to see if your brain's still working.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. You don't need to see how there's other problems. You can do a crossword. There's other problems you can solve that don't
yeah,
involve creating a dangerous virus.
that destroys life as we know it.
Yeah.
But it's good to
I got a
when it's
challenge for you. Let's create a global risk a global pandemic. See if we can solve it. Reminds me of Chernobyl. So like, how far can we push these nuclear reactors? Yeah, that's it. That was it. Yeah.
we got to test how we responded to it, which was
Yeah.
interesting.
Turns out, phew, a lot of damage.
It was more of a thought experiment.
The Australian government wants to use a tracking app on our phones to track who we've been in contact with for what they call virus detectives. It's going to help virus detectives find out who you've been in touch with, who you've been in contact with.
Yeah, that it's funny how they say they're introducing it when it's already been the case, like as if it's not already knowing where we are and everything.
Yeah,
Like Google knows everything about me. They know, like they advertise things like I get ads for weighted blankets because they know I'm depressed and stuff. Like it's crazy to act like they don't know where I am already.
yeah, it's a funny take by the government to be like, look, we're going to want some of your metadata and some of your privacy, or some knowledge of you from your phone. What do you? Yeah, but you already store ISPs already store our metadata for years. Like and Google tracks. Like you already do all that.
Yeah, it's like if you've been stalking someone for years and then they're really upset, and then you're like, hey, do you mind if I stalk you officially? I've been doing it sort of in a clandestine fashion for years, but it'd just be interesting to do it outright and just
Yeah,
have your permission. If you could
yeah,
sign up to being outside your window, fucking on your roof and shit.
yeah. Now I want to do it professionally.
Yeah.
I've got a reason to do it now. Is it okay with you?
It's like, just don't even act like you just do just do it. What you're doing before. I don't
Yeah,
even
you
care.
don't need to know. We're not going to do anything weird. We're not going to, I'm not going to spy on you like all the time. Like, it's just little. What they say is that it uses Bluetooth, and it's anonymous, and that anyone within 15-meter radius of you for a certain time period, I think, it uses Bluetooth to detect other people, and then that information will be stored under an ID, and then that would be used to track who you've been near in the event of you getting infected.
It Well, yeah, it's crazy to have society's safety reliant on something as unreliable as Bluetooth. probably the most fickle technological advancement I've ever dealt with is Bluetooth. I've never been able to get it to work. Like it can take hours to even, watch Succession or whatever, because you've got to fucking spend 4 hours reading a manual on Bluetooth, and then it only works for 5
I don't
seconds.
think Bluetooth's ever worked for me, if anything. For anything.
The only time I've ever seen Bluetooth work is when you see a guy with a portable audio system pumping Skrillex out on the train. For some reason, those guys with the fanny pack, and they've got another mate with a fanny pack who they're yelling at, like, fucking get on the fuck, we going fucking this way, and they get on another train, but we're going to get on that one. You know how they flip trains and shit?
Yeah.
They want the public spaces, going fucking, and they've got that little boombox thing that's Bluetooth connected. And I wonder how much rage comes from meth and how much comes from trying to work out the Bluetooth. Like, fucking it, just fuck out.
Yeah, they've been trying to get the Bluetooth going because it's essential to how they travel. Because if they were just listening to headphones and being calm, they wouldn't be annoying or like making themselves, present and like so everyone looks at them. It's like the loud bike guy or whatever, the guys who ride loud bikes and cars. It's the same principle. They have to get it ready so that they're probably already angry from trying to get Bluetooth to connect.
And now they're taking it out on the community with their loud presence.
And that same technology is going to be responsible for your safety. That thing you do in the car when you're like, I think it's connected. No, that's your phone. No, it's separate to you try going to audio on your, that whole, and then it gives you a code. And that's going to be the technology that's the foundation of understanding who's got the virus. What about people with flip phones?
Oh yeah, because the burnouts with burner phones, the flippers.
Yeah.
How do you put the app on them?
Yeah, they're the ones who are most likely to be spreaders. The burner phone guys, like our mate Spargo. He's a burner phone guy, sleeping in the skate park, got a plastic bag with LA Ice, cola, not even the authentic Coca-Cola, just LA Ice, fucking in a plastic bag with a burner phone, running around, just coughing on people.
4 liters of dead shit Coke, a cough, and a burner phone, walking around with no plan, and just because you can't get an app on that phone. Like, there's no way to track those phones.
Think about it. Think about the risk. You got to come with a burner phone, right? He's the one you most want to know about. Doesn't have Bluetooth because it's a burner phone. You track a day in the life of a cunt with a burner phone. Bang, wakes up in the drain. He gets out of the stormwater drain for his day, gets his LA Ice in his plastic bag, and gets a barbecue chook. He's at the barbecue chook place. He's already fucking spread all through Woolworths. Getting his next fucking LA Ice from the back shipment there, where it's still got dust on it and it's not even it's cool. It's warm, so it's cheaper. Then he's going to buy weed, and then he's bumming cigarettes. There's about 400 people that he won't come up. He won't come up.
Yeah. Meanwhile, you're tracking the guy that has like the iPhone 12. It works on his phone. Meanwhile, he's like got his shit together enough to be at home or whatever.
He's fit, he's healthy, he's got a real job. He drinks Coca-Cola, not LA Ice.
He has a phone that can sustain Instagram as an app. It's good enough to have apps on it.
Yeah.
Like, my phone can't.
He's not the risk.
So I get an app on it.
You can't get apps.
I can't get apps, so I can't do it. I want to do it, but like, my phone I can't get Instagram on my phone as an app. Like, I can't. It's not good enough. It's like, oh, sorry, your phone can't support this. And you're like, what, really? Oh, shit.
And it's people like you that wouldn't be detected. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah, subterranean.
And that worries me.
Yeah,
and that worries me.
Because people with burner phones, they often walk everywhere too, because they don't have a car.
Exactly. That's exactly what I'm saying.
The whole community. Yeah.
It can be a long walk to get a bag of weed, 25 bag of weed.
Both the guy delivering it and picking it up have flip phones.
Yeah.
And and it just looks like they're being great citizens.
And a guy with a burner phone is not buying an ounce of weed that he then keeps for a long time. He's buying a single bud because he didn't buy his LA ice that day or whatever, and fucking he's got a bit of extra cash so he can afford a $10 bud. And then he's gone through that. Then he's fucking back on the burner phone getting another one the next day.
Well,
You
he's
know,
calling
like
up
it's more
in the park.
contact for burner phone people that you won't be detected.
Most of the phone calls on burner phones are to meet up in parks and stuff, to meet people. Like, we're coming, there's 4 guys, we're just behind the tree. Like, come in, we'll just come in. We'll huddle in there. Like, come on, yeah, we're gonna. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's
Yeah.
the phone call never like, how you going, man?
Yeah,
The flip phone.
it's always about meeting people in places.
Yeah,
Come
man,
to
I'm
the
behind
public
the bin.
toilets.
I'm behind the bin. Just come in, and yeah, there's a cubicle we can go in and discuss what's going to happen soon.
Guys with burner phones use their phone more for meeting people in confined spaces to do illegal activity than someone with Bluetooth. So there's a massive hole for,
Well, the only exception is the guy with the portable audio Bluetooth thing. But I think his phone is only used as a conduit for the Bluetooth.
Right.
Or God knows what's going on in there.
He's the kind of guy, though, that he's more like your tech-savvy drug dealer, Scum. So he's more likely to have, if anything, he's got too many fucking Bluetooth things tethered. He's got his fucking this thing. He's got his speaker. He's got his fucking headphones. He's got, some weird like thing that charges his lighter. His jet lighter. He's got all these devices. And then the fucking Aussie government app, because he's running around the party super spreading. And the government app's like, we don't detect him because his Bluetooth is offline because he's got 47 different fucking things. His samurai sword probably needs charging. He probably needs to charge the light in his reptile, light that he keeps his snake in or whatever. He's the kind of people that have snakes as pets.
Oh, the only thing more dangerous than a snake is the guy that owns it. And they've always got tattoos of reptiles on their neck and shit, those guys. Like,
yeah.
Just like a lizard, just ensconced with like a frill necklet. Like, they're all just snakes and all mixing together. Like,
they're the ones the tracking app's going to miss. That's all I'm saying.
It's only going to track responsible people that are responsible enough to have a good phone and sign up and have the so you're just tracking people that are well behaved.
Yeah. Okay, what about this headline? Cruise ships take bookings for 2021, which I love.
Yeah, I love it. Well, I saw that as an ad in the newspaper. It was just like, cruises 2021. And I just thought it's a bit optimistic at this point.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a tough time for the cruise industry.
It's like when the Titanic happened, it would be like if, as that was happening, there was like an ad in the paper just going like, we're doing another one, going near icebergs again without the proper, you ready?
Yeah, it's so crazy, isn't it? I mean, I've been, as you know, pushing for cruise ships to not have to dock in Australia for years because I think they're a floating cultural genocide. But
now it's a baby boom.
I mean, I don't want to take away from the seriousness of what's happened on those cruise ships, but it really is the ultimate nightmare, isn't it? To be stuck on a cruise ship. Already people at one point had gastro, some had COVID. The on-site cruise entertainment was still running. So some poor fucking musician or juggler or some shit or comedian was still good to be here.
A clown with pneumonia.
Yeah.
A clown with pneumonia doing blow up animals, and there's people in like just convulsing.
Yeah.
In the audience, not from
people
laughter.
People are dying.
Yeah.
And you've still got to go out and be like, hey, what's the deal, huh? Stranded here, can't get off.
Oh, Ruby, we're a sick ship. And also, like, you got to think.
It is funny to just acknowledge it outright, isn't it? Oh, mama, we are a sick old ship. This old gastro and COVID, I tell you. You know what I hate about being sick? Like it's his way into some bit.
What else is in the news? Us. Now. Currently. Everywhere. The other thing is, it's interesting interesting to be like, because the buffet is probably still open, and you've got to be like, so you go to the buffet, the ship's like it's a sick ship, and you eat the buffet and you feel a little weird afterwards. You go, is it gastro or is it corona? Like, I don't know.
Nightmare, man. Actual nightmare. I mean, I started getting offers to go on the cruise ships, which I always think is the beginning of the end. I think a lot of my good friends and favorite comedians are on cruise ships doing comedy.
Well, cruise ships are for the passengers, they're nearing the end of their lives, and the entertainers are nearing the end of their careers.
Right, and sometimes both for them. Yeah, there's a Venn diagram. Oh fuck. Yeah. I always feel like, I get to a point where I need the money, but I don't want to do cruise ships, which is kind of arrogant, I think, because so many good comics do them, but it's sort of beckoning me, my friends, all my mates that do cruise ships really want me to do it because it makes them feel better about doing it if more people do it. It's like the ship of the dead in Pirates of the Caribbean, the floating ship where it's all ghosts, and they're like, join us. They're trying to get me. I'm like on the shoreline thinking about it, and they're like, join us. There's a buffet. You have to do a kids show. You have to do 2 hours of clean. Join us. You have to work with kids. Why are you working with kids? International waters, there's a loophole. They let me on. Join us.
Join us. You can sink piss and have a belly full of prawns and come on stage half pissed and fucking have a laugh and fucking
go out on the sun deck and get in the pool.
Just fucking, there's surf and turf on board.
Have a surf and turf, do a gig. It's not bad, mate. Get to New Caledonia.
Have a few beers, go on a slippery dip, do 3 hours of clean.
3 hours. Yeah, there's always more and more clean material you have to do whenever I talk to a cruise ship comic. They're always like, you only have to do 15 hours of clean. A lot of it just becomes talking.
Yeah. Which would probably, the entertainment would probably, like the onboard entertainment at this point would probably shift into just talking at a certain point. Where the entertainer would sit down on a stool and go, I don't know. What's happening? What is happening?
I think it's definitely.
I need to get helicopters in. Like, when the comedian brings out the stool, and everyone, it's like, oh, he's getting real.
Yeah. I think it's definitely gotten to that point on the Ruby Princess. The stool is out.
They'd still be blow-up animals.
Yeah. Get the balloon animals out. Start to revert to physical comedy.
Back to the stool. Get real.
Yeah.
Back to the balloon. It'd be a
lot of... Oh, fuck. All right. Let's sign off then. That was a good one. Thanks for listening and / watching. If you're watching this, wherever you are, if you're listening to this, thanks for listening. And we'll see you next time. See you later, Rathy.
Oh, see you later, dude.
Bye. Bye.
See you later.